Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. My name is Adrian. And I'm Sean, and today we're going to be learning a very important skill. And that skill is meditation. This has been a very anticipated topic for us because in the past videos, we've been researching, finding out a bit about it within those topics, and also just for the past few months we've been thinking about starting to incorporate this into like a daily routine or something like that. Anyway, before we start explaining how we're going to basically do the meditation and how we're going to lay out this video, we're just going to explain why this is a very important skill to have and to learn and to have in your checklist. So firstly, it's a very important skill to have because a lot of the people who meditate a lot say you can just use it any time, just for a few short breaths, and it clears your mind and calms you down. And whenever your mind's racing or you're just feeling a bit stressed and you don't know why, you can just use these simple techniques and all of a sudden you're calm. So it's very good just to have on the go, Also, another very important reason why you should learn the skill is because, first of all, when you're meditating, obviously you're breathing a lot, and breathing is very important. And a lot of people don't know how to control their breathing. How breathing can calm you down, can all of a sudden clear your mind. So breathing is very important to know. And in meditation, you're learning how to take proper deep breaths. How to use your breath to your advantage, how to breathe properly. Another important reason why we think meditation is a good idea is because a lot of people say that meditation, when you do meditation, it allows you to have an open mind and just basically see things differently and everything will be clear to you. That's how they say
because
it. Because everything will be
you're not
clear
caught
to
up
you.
in a lot of this stress because you're much calmer, especially if you do it properly on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Your mind's much clearer and smaller things, don't mess with your head and don't worry you. Anyway, that's just 3 simple reasons why we think this is a very important skill to learn, just if it was to convince you to start. But now we're just going to go over how we're going to do this video. So first, before we start, today's Wednesday and the day we're recording. And the thing is, yesterday on Tuesday, we've already done a 1-hour meditation session. Now we haven't recorded it. But just in a second, we're going to show you basically how we did it, where we did it. And we're going to explain to you how we're going to be doing the meditation for the remainder of the video. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Okay, so how this video is going to work is basically for the next 3-4 days, we're going to be doing the meditation. And basically, we're going to aim to do it 2 times a day minimum. Yeah. And
for minimum 30 minutes at a time. Any less, it can be a bit less if you're just starting, but to get more results, people say to do it for longer.
Yeah, like yesterday we did an hour session, but we only did it once because we started later in the evening and we had stuff to do in the evening. But
yeah.
The way we hope to do it is maybe one as soon as we get up in the morning, just do a 20-30 minute one. Do one during the day, maybe 2 o'clock, and then do one closer towards bed, just to help see it, because this actually helps you sleep a lot. It's very good because it relaxes you, obviously. Yeah, so you can actually fall asleep while doing this. The first time I did, I think I did fall asleep because I couldn't keep track of time when I woke up. But it's okay. I think it's okay if you fall asleep, but just try to concentrate on your breathing and not just sleep. We're going to explain to you now how we're going to do it.
We'll explain more in a moment.
Also, with the meditation, for at least one each day, we're going to just reflect on how we felt, what we thought we should have done differently, because for a lot of these different scenes you're going to see in the moment, they're going to be in different areas because we're basically trying works well. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just explain to you how we're going to be doing this meditation.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we're going to be doing the meditation for this week. And so this here is what we did for yesterday for our meditation. We did it in the upper room, but I got a blanket, I folded it in half, and I got a pillow. You can do it lying down or you can do it sitting. Today we're going to try to do it sitting just to see what's better. And now I'm just going to explain how we're actually going to do it. So where I did, obviously lie down. And just you want to find a comfortable position because you're going to be staying in this position for quite a while.
Yeah, you don't have to use this. This is just what we did the other day. We're going to be experimenting to see what works best for us.
Yeah, so what you have to do is close your eyes, and they always say to breathe, right? But the way you want to breathe is breathe in through your nose. But you want to inflate your stomach when you're doing it. I don't know, that's the specific way of breathing. You want to inflate your stomach, so and just do a number of those till you're relaxed. You don't have to do it the whole time you're meditating, but definitely want to be breathing while you're meditating. You can eventually start just doing normal breathing through your nose. So in through your nose, out through your nose also. And this should just get you relaxed, I suppose.
Also, an important thing with this is you can play music in the background. Just find some simple like simple. Just you can search up meditation music, anything that calms you down.
We'll probably play the meditation music in the short clips of us meditating, so you can just get an idea of what type of music. You can also do it outside. If it was a bit sunnier today, we would have done it outside. We'll be doing it outside today, but it's a bit cloudy now. And you can just find a calm spot, put a blanket on the grass, or you can just sit on the grass. And the outside noises can be used as your music. So a good technique that I've heard from different people and from videos is when you're breathing, you want to imagine yourself breathing through your nose, coming around your head and back out through your nose. Just thinking about the breathing process and really feeling what you're doing. And that's basically how it works. After this, I really felt the difference. It's only the first time, so it was a bit harder for me just to concentrate on my breathing. You may be like, your mind might be drifting a bit, but just try to focus on your breathing, and I guess it works better. I'll try and work on that even more the next coming days.
And also, just with one session done, the whole day after, for like the remainder 6 hours of the day, you just feel super relaxed and calm, you know? And you don't really think about things. But it's actually, you're quite sleepy for the remainder of the day, so, you know, do it at an appropriate time, I guess.
It's good to do it before bed if you have problems sleeping, I guess. And yesterday we did it, as I said, lying down. We did it in the other room, but it was extremely hot yesterday. And when we did it, I did it for an hour because I fell asleep during it. That's okay, just... I don't know if it's recommended, but I guess it's okay if you fall asleep. But when I did, I woke up, I felt extremely lightheaded because I was lying down and I guess I'm getting a bit overheated. So maybe find a cool place that's relaxing and has a nice temperature. That'll be better. And yeah, so now we just go to... The next clip should be the next day of us meditating.
So that sums it up. That's how you meditate. So this is just a quick checkup. As you saw, we just set up for the second meditation session. We did it in the bed this time. I probably wouldn't do that again because, you know, you get too relaxed in a way. But I at least didn't actually fall asleep because I wasn't that tired.
It's better to do that at night, I reckon. Like, the night meditation session.
We only got done one proper meditation session on the Wednesday. But the thing is, during the day, at least me, I was like practicing it just like for a few seconds. I did it in the morning for around 2 minutes just when I got up, you know, and it's just a good routine because at the start it's hard to always, you know, do it for such a long time, especially since, you know, you don't have like a proper mentor, you know, guiding through it. But, you know, as little, even if it's a little amount, it's still very good because you're still practicing it and building the muscle memory. But yeah, so for me it was pretty good. I didn't listen to any music this time. I find that fine. So I actually sometimes find the music a bit distracting, but sometimes it depends on your mood. So I found it fine, but next time I'm going to try it in a seated position and we might do it outside, we'll see.
Yeah, so for me, I definitely feel like, because meditation is actually a skill. You have to be good at meditating to do it properly, and the better you are, I guess, the longer you can do it. Today I probably did it for 40 minutes, but I reckon it was better than the last meditation session because I did fall asleep pretty quickly there. And when I did it, I also did it on my bed. I had the window open, so I didn't have any music, but I had like the bird sounds and all the winds and just like those, like relaxing. Some people find it relaxing, the sounds of the outdoors. And yeah, I found that pretty good. I definitely focused more on my breathing. Sometimes I wanted to, like, my mind started drifting, and I don't know, just because it was boring sitting and focusing on breathing. But I really tried, and I felt like I definitely did better last time. I reckon on the Thursday will be even better.
Yeah, so that's a very important thing. Just focus on your breathing. Just take back a step. Focus on your breath. Imagine breathing in, breathing out. And also, they say when you breathe out through your nose, don't just breathe from your actual nose. Try like breathe from your throat. If it's kind of hard to explain, but you know, you don't just breathe with your nostrils. You know, you got to breathe from your throat to get all the air out. So that's very important. But yeah, this is just a quick 2-minute checkup. So next time we'll most likely be outside, but we'll see.
Okay, everybody. So it is Thursday, and as you can see, we are outside, like we said, with the. So we're not going to be sitting. We just said it's a warm day outside. The sun's not out right this second, but it probably will come out soon again. But we've just set up some blankets that we keep outside just whenever it's warm and want tan and just lie outside in the backyard. And we're going to do our meditation session here. But we're not going to be using any music like in the first one because we just want to first of all try it out and yeah, just see if it works better. I think it'll be fine.
Some people may need music because they need it to relax, but I think it'll be fine.
Anyway, so as you can see, we just got a simple pillow. Got a blanket in case it gets cold, but I just use it as my feet for now.
Here in Melbourne, the weather can change very drastically.
Yeah,
You can go from super hot to super
We'll just be here for
cold.
like 20-30 minutes, and just, yeah, hopefully have a good time. And
This is where I'm doing it. I got the blanket and the pillow too.
so anyway, let's get started. We'll just show you how we start, so you can just, I don't know, visualize, and so we can fit something into the video. But anyway, let's begin. Alright, so we've just finished our official first try doing the meditation outside. So it's our third proper long session. We did this one for 30 minutes. We just set a timer. So like we said, we showed you earlier, and you saw how we're doing it and where we're doing it, but we didn't play music. So let's just talk about that. Personally, I don't know about Sean, but I actually found it better because in our backyard there's a lot of like birds, and you just listen to your surroundings. I find it better. Sometimes the music, sometimes it gets repetitive and annoying. I don't know. That's just how it feels for me. If you're in a like, say you want to do it outside and no music, and you're living in just an area where you can hear the road. Like here, you can still hear the road a bit. And if that distracts you, you should probably play music. Maybe start off with music. That's probably better to get you to relax. If you find, just search up meditation music. You'll find what you're looking for. Afterwards, after you finish, you may feel like you've been in a really deep sleep. Even if you haven't fallen asleep, you feel like you've been in a really deep sleep. It's like during it, you may be aware of, not time, but you're aware that like, oh, this is taking time, or like you're aware of what you're doing. But when you wake up, it feels like, you know, like you woke up from in the morning just after sleeping all night. Even though during it, you're still kind of aware. You know, you're focusing on your breathing. Also, one thing, since we did it outside, I found the breathing to be much better, because obviously outside there's much more air and oxygen to breathe in, and it made it easier to breathe through my nose. If you go to do it inside, maybe have an open window or just have like an open door. Today was a bit windy though, so maybe not the best day, because it's like blowing on your feet and you can actually get sick. Just the birds there. But also a very important thing with breathing. Breathing is actually a very important thing, and that's why, like we said, that's why we decided to do it. And I just said you could get sick because of the wind, but since we were breathing so much, you know, we were like keeping our body warm. So I feel perfectly fine. You know, like I might be a bit cold with the wind, but I feel perfectly fine. You know. So breathing definitely is a very important part of the meditation. I ended up putting a blanket on around halfway through, probably. I would say. I don't even know. I can't really keep track of time with meditation. Just at a certain point, I put on the blanket because it got a bit cold. The blanket's good, it relaxes you, and as I said before, it's okay. I think it's okay to fall asleep, just as long as you're focusing on your breathing and not really just thinking about other things, because the whole point is to basically let go of all your problems and stress and clear your mind. Also, I find that if you maybe start with like a shorter session, because you've got to find it difficult if you do it straight away for an hour to keep a clear mind and not think about other things. The first time we actually fell asleep pretty early on, so it wasn't too much of a problem. But like maybe start even with just like, because it is quite hard to like breathe in a lot, especially if you're just doing it inside for the first time. But I'd say start off even like 10 minutes, you know, and work your way up. No point rushing, you know. It's all about the process and, you know, getting good, because it is a skill to have, you know. It's not just like anyone can do it, you know. You have to be skilled at it. Well, you can do it, just with practice you get better at it. Yeah, I reckon if there's like people say to do it 3 times a day. When you wake up, first thing you do, meditate for a bit during the day, and then before you go to sleep to help you relax and go to sleep. I reckon the one during the day has to be the longest one. The one in the morning can be anywhere from 5 to 15, 20 minutes. When I do it at night, I'm also going to do it just for like 10 minutes to get me relaxed for bed. And in the morning, I'm just going to do it 5 to 10 minutes to just clear my mind and get myself ready for the day. And the thing with doing it at night, you can do it to help you fall asleep, because a lot of people say just take big deep breaths to help you fall asleep. Just do it until you fall asleep, pretty much, before bed. Anyway, that's just got to be basically just a review or just a reflection on how it felt outside. We might do it again outside, depends on the weather, because it started to get a bit windy, which is unfortunate. But I enjoyed it. I'd probably do it again, but I'm fine either way, you know.
But I liked outside because it helped a lot with the breathing and it felt a lot more fresh.
Tomorrow is the last day of the experiment. We're still going to continue afterwards, but that's all we're going to show for video. We're only going to show one more session, so the one during the day. We are going to do it before bed tonight, in the morning tomorrow, and before bed again tomorrow on the Friday.
Anyway, on to the next part of the video.
Okay everyone, that's the end of the video. As you saw, we just did our last meditation session. Today's Friday. We did meditation in the morning and we're going to do it tonight, but we're ending the video during the day after our main session.
So for now, we just need to reflect on the last session. As you saw, we just showed you a little clip. We did it outside again, pretty much the same way.
But we had music this time.
Yeah.
I think the music's actually better if you're trying to, like, I don't know, relax more. Or it just, if you practice, maybe you don't need it, but it is recommended, so I reckon it's the best
For
way.
me, I don't think I'd do it outside again because you can, especially where we are, you can hear the road and there's music, and it was like sunny today, so it was just too much distractions I felt, and there was like, you know, flies everywhere because it's really hot in Australia. But I would personally just do it inside from now on because for me it was just too hard to concentrate this time and it didn't end up working it that well. So I would definitely, I think, stick with doing it inside.
But if it's a quiet, peaceful day, outside,
But make sure you do it in the shade.
Yeah, in the shade.
Yeah, so this has been a good experience. It's pretty basic, so we didn't learn that much, but you know, I can already tell like I felt different after each session, and my breathing's definitely getting a lot better after just doing it like 6 times. So definitely glad we did this, and I'll definitely continue this. Not sure how many times, but I'd still like to do it once a day, you know, for a decent amount of time. But the thing is, like we said earlier in the video, you can use this as like a skill to calm yourself down, or just to, you know, slow down your heart rate, or stop your brain from racing, you know, and just like wandering off and like worrying. So it's really good because you can just do like a few deep breaths and it calms you down straight away. So that's why it's an important skill just to know. Everyone should know.
Yeah, so this was a very important video to make. It wasn't the hardest video to make, but I think it was a very important topic to touch.
Yeah, for us especially.
Definitely try this at home, and yeah.
This is sort of just our reflection, you know. It's not meant to be exact tutorial on how to do it, but this is just how we felt after, and we're saying it's very beneficial, and we definitely recommend it. Anyway, that's got to sum up this video. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
See you next time.